There you go.
That is, yeah, that is a very androgynous design, let's say. Yeah, so go ahead.
Okay, so this is the first trailer from Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man has been released. This comes out January 29th on Disney Plus.
Peter, you're gonna be late.
Sorry, man, I'm up. I'm okay.
Hey,
Oh,
Petey's always been a bit clumsy.
you know me, clumsy Petey Parker. Help! Mr. Campbell, I remembered I left something in the bathroom. Deuces. Parker out.
Oh,
Good lord.
yeah.
Superpower size kid, know you want a neighbor like me. Look out.
Somebody help me! He's running, grab him! Gotcha!
I thought it was dead meat.
Check out our
Whoa.
next victim in his dumbass costume.
Is my suit really that bad? Ouch.
Oh!
Watch out for that ladder! Just consider it a good deed from your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That's me, by the way. I'm Spider-Man.
There we go, there we go, there we go again. Swinging through the city so fast you could barely notice him.
I truly believe that I have these powers to help people, to protect them.
Need my city, you need me. Taking off the mask, I know what you see. Know you want a neighbor like me. Just a young man cleaning up the streets. Ain't nothing changed, no, this is the real me.
So, you're Spider-Man. With my help, you'll achieve greatness.
Oh, man! This suit's incredible! If you ever need another butt kicking, just look for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Know you want a neighbor like me.
And no, you may not be excused from said test. Ah, nice of you to join us, Mr. Parker. See me after class.
Okay. Well, that is the trailer there, and then there's
That's a thing that's that's a thing that happened.
There's a thing that happened. Here's some images. Can you see the image that I posted?
Yes.
Okay. And let's talk about the animation first before we get into characters and and sound. What do you think of the animation, Scribe?
I mean, it reminds, especially Peter Parker's design reminds of sort of like the classic-ish Steve Ditko kind of deal. So, I mean, the animation looks okay. At least it's not like, what am I thinking of? Like everybody's got like a kidney bean for a mouth or something. It's very stylized, very comic book. So on that score, it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, I would agree. It's okay. I've definitely there's better out there. Like the goat is the '90s X-Men, right?
Yes, the '90s X-Men, or even the '80s GI Joe. That first like season or two, where like the animation looked drawn anatomically correct and had some harsh lines to it, and people looked like people instead of being like caricatures of people. But I mean, yeah, it's got a little bit of a retro look to Peter Parker, which really in some ways doesn't fit with the theme and the setting that they're putting up there. But
right. Let's get to the setting. It's a bit confusing because it has a retro look, and yet
it's all hip hop and
it's the hip hop, but it's also the vernacular. The attitude and the look of some of the other characters. But what confuses me is Peter Parker, because I'm just in the trailer, he's either a complete soy or he is Peter Parker who was never like that.
No, he was never attempting to be the class clown or anything like that. He was a stoic, very studious. This is what I was talking about earlier with Steve Buscemi. They should have hired to be Bruce Banner instead of the other guys, because you need that contrast in characterization. The difference between Peter Parker and Spider-Man is that when he's Spider-Man, he doesn't have to feel locked down in his personality, his humor, his bravery, or his assertiveness. When he's Peter Parker, he is the mild-mannered nerd who's kind of shy and not really sociable and has to be sort of drawn out of his shell. Whereas here, you've got somebody who's just like awkward class clown or something. I don't know.
Like an awkward, weenie.
Wannabe. Yeah,
And
awkward
so
weenie.
let's go to this scene right here where I don't know who he's. I assume these are females that he interacts with. Hold on.
Yes.
Here we go.
Hey. Petey's always been a bit clumsy.
You know me.
I mean, every single female here, tougher, confident, can do no wrong,
Taller than him.
taller than him. I mean, I have nothing against those types of women. That's not the argument here, but you're screwing up with Peter Parker, man.
No, you should be showing Peter Parker being bullied. This is the thing that doesn't make any sense to me. Peter Parker is not being bullied here. He's just being like, aw, shucks, there. Now, Flash Thompson should be stealing his lunch money and holding him up against a locker, because you have to have that dynamic in not only his social status, but also in the contrast between him and the forces that he would be fighting against as Spider-Man. But here, oh no, he's just clumsy. He's got a very sort of like, there, you poor thing. Strong female characters around him. It feels, both in design and in theme, it feels like a very cushioned, soft version of some of the harsh realities that Peter Parker had to deal with in the original comics.
Yeah, I'm not.
And not even harsh realities, just like the basic operations of how kids work. This is what made Peter Parker so relatable, is that they weren't going beyond the ken of how teenagers actually operate in high school. No, this happens to every kid. I got beaten up and picked on as a kid in high school because I had glasses and was quiet and everything else. I could relate to Peter Parker easily. It wasn't a fiction.
And again, the modern take, Cobra Kai does that really well right now. Right, as far as the bullying of new characters, from Miguel to Anthony LaRusso, Daniel's son, being the bully. It's fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. And people are different backgrounds, different colors. Kenny Payne, what a great character that one is. It's so steeped in what you just said with Cobra Kai. This is very disappointing so far. All right, let's watch a little bit more.
Pity Parky.
Pity Parker. Wow.
Yeah.
Parker. Help! Mr. Campbell, I remembered I left something in the bathroom. Deuces. Parker out.
Why? Why? Why?
Because he's got to be the awkward, out of place, wannabe white boy. Yeah,
he's got to be the awkward white boy.
Yeah, the awkward white boy in a urban, because obviously now, compared to New York of the 1960s or something when this came out, now he's got to operate. And look,
he's the minority.
Yeah, he's the minority. Everybody else in the classroom and so on, and so he's got to be.
I hope they don't make this an issue, man.
They're going, well, they might. Here's the thing: they might not make it an overt issue, but it's going to be through performative stuff and all the visual decisions. And if I don't know who that character is in the Letterman's jacket or whatever, if that's some kind of like friendlyized Flash Thompson for the sake of this universe, Peter Parker, he needs. This is the whole thing. There has to be this mirroring of his conflicts in real life versus those when it comes to like saving the world. And this is the thing. In high school, he took the punishment from Flash because he had to have restraint, because he knew taking on Flash would turn him into the bully if he let his power overtake his responsibility. Whereas when he's fighting supervillains and stuff, he still has that concern, but it's slackened a bit because he's dealing with criminals versus just somebody that he knows is just a kid and a bully. You have to have this to make the character work. I don't see that here, and that's really, really disturbing to me. when you look at the image of him swinging with somebody under his arm, that's straight from Amazing Fantasy 15, his first
Okay.
appearance, where, as far as I understood it, on the comic book cover, the person he's carrying is a criminal that he's captured. And so when I saw this, I
That's not a
thought,
criminal.
"Oh, is that a bad guy?" And of
That's
course, we
no.
see. Well,
Yeah.
I know now because I've
Right,
seen
right.
this image preceded this trailer. So when I
Gotcha.
see the
Yeah, I
trailer,
know
it's like,
I
"Oh,
agree.
he's
I see what
saving
you're saying.
somebody." Oh, okay, he's saving somebody. Okay, so
Yeah.
is that Harry Osborn's son? Sorry, is that Norman Osborn's son?
Ah.
Is that
Well,
supposed to be Harry Osborn?
is that supposed to be a man? That's what I'm confused.
Yeah, well, that's
No, I
I
meant, dude, Lou,
yeah, no,
listen,
yeah,
watch.
yeah, no, I
And
get you.
back to this scene, I guess I should be happy that there is an American flag still flying in the background. But
Mhm.
let me go on. So let's go on right here, because this is where it picks up, right? He's flying, and then he hears someone. Let me make sure I got the volume. Yeah.
Mhm.
Somebody help me! He's running. Grab.
Okay, that sounded like a man.
Yeah, no,
Somebody help me.
I think that's supposed to be a boy, I think, or maybe a
Okay. All
yeah.
right. Now the weight's drawn. Homeboy's got earrings and a bun. I'm just saying.
No.
Okay, just humor me, humor this old man for a second.
Gotcha!
I thought it was Dan Meat.
That is a very androgynous design, let's say.
Hmm. Oh
I
boy,
I don't know. I don't know.
they're stepping in it.
Well, just recall though, and this isn't to give him any favors or
Yeah.
anything, but this has been in development for at least 3 or 4 years now, and only now are we seeing the tides turn in the wake of the election and other things. So the minds
Well,
that were making this are still the stuck-in activist Disney Plus guys.
ah, you guys know me. I'm a very liberal person. I really am. I really am. I'm just a little confused here.
Oh, is this really supposed to be? Monkey Jeeba says this is supposed to be Harry Osborn. Oh man, this is
Well,
the future
well,
Green Goblin. Oh boy.
so let's continue here, my friends.
Yeah.
And meat.
Check out our next
Is that the bug man?
victim in his dumbass
So this guy has a YouTube channel. He's live. That's kind of funny.
Sure.
He's the newest Avenger, Trash Man.
costume.
Is my suit really that bad?
Ouch.
Okay, and they got bricks.
Oh!
I don't have a problem with any of this.
Watch out for that ladder. Just consider it a good deed from your.
I don't understand the hoses. The hoses on his arms make no sense. Peter Parker of the comic books, the whole.
Mhm.
I mean, this is the conceit of
Even
fiction.
pre costume.
Yeah, I mean, when he invented the web shooters, they
Right.
fit around his wrist, and that was it. And the web cartridges were just like very compact, and it was all comic book science, so to say. And besides which, those tubes would become such an encumbrance to do anything when you
No,
think
yeah,
about.
exactly.
Yeah, he made me be able to do
But
anything in real life. So
I
it's just silly.
listen. I would take this nerd rage problem over the other things that we're seeing right now.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Like,
I'm being really picky here, but all the same,
no,
it's just
no,
like,
but that's
nah.
the nerdism. I want that.
Yeah. No,
I
I mean,
want us to like argue about the freaking why does he have this? This is not the web slingers. That's
well,
a comic.
the costume is a hybrid of the Ben Riley Scarlet Spider kind of hoodie getup that you saw after the Clone Saga, and I'm being really nerdy here. Plus, sort of like the proto Spider-Man outfit that you saw in the first Spider-Man movie before Tony Stark gave him the
Yeah.
suit. And the implication here is that he's going to get a super suit from Norman Osborn and Oscorp, which is the white and black one, which I think is more akin to the Future Foundation costume that he had when he was working with the Fantastic Four back in that whole thing where Doctor Doom joined the Fantastic Four and all that stuff back in mid 2000s or early 2000s or something. It's a mishmash of a whole bunch of different things.
Hey, really fast. We have members in the chat right now.
Hmm.
I want my members, Osvaldo, Lord, Darth, Julissa, que más? You guys are here. Do me a favor right now and emulate my emojis that I put up because we want to say hello to all our new people that are here, and we want our new people that are here to subscribe. Okay, so going back to
DJ B2 says Scribe needs to chill. Scribe needs to chill. I do. I apologize.
what happened?
Oh, DJ B2 in the chat says I need to chill. He's right. I'm going way too nerd comic book
See, I
freakazoid on this
I
stuff.
I really love and miss those types of arguments as opposed to this discussion on, is this a trans guy? What's going
Oh,
on? I
right.
mean,
Yeah.
like, it's like, or why is Peter Parker not Peter Parker? Okay, here we go.
Through the city so fast you could barely notice him.
Okay, so this is let's see if this is Flash Thompson. Let's see what they
It
give
must
us
be.
here.
It must be.
I truly believe that I have these powers to help people, to
Now he sounds like very very adult to help people.
And who is he talking to that he's revealing his? I hope he's talking to Aunt May and nobody else.
Right. It looks like this is gonna be his friends here.
Yeah.
So wait, is this gonna be Norman?
Well, that's Harry Osborn in
That's
the
gonna be
green
Harry, and
there.
then is this supposed to be some sort of MJ?
I
Yikes.
would be surprised if they made that MJ. That could be Betty Brant.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
And
There's only
look,
so many
they're
characters.
probably cutting images from all the different episodes. We're not thinking, oh,
Sure.
this all happens in episode 1.
Yeah.
these powers to help people, to protect them.
Need my city, you need me.
Why is this being made? We have so many different Spider-Man movies. We even have an animated movie series. Why?
I assume it's to play off of the popularity of Spider-Verse, and so that Disney Plus can get some of that momentum that I think so. I forget exactly how the division of profits work with the Sony stuff and animation wise, but with X-Men 97 and now this, Disney Plus is trying to make their own, suite of Marvel animated series, not only to build off of Spider-Verse, but also to compete with the vastly superior and far more successful over the years DC animated universe. Because holy cats, I tell you what, when it comes to like comic book animated stuff, DC's got it in spades compared to what Marvel's done over the last several years.
I mean, I see the reason why for X-Men 97, but I mean, Spider-Man has all of a sudden gotten really oversaturated.
Well, they haven't done the brand any favors with the Sony villain movies. But I think the next time when Spider-Man 4 comes out, the actual Marvel movie with Tom Holland, it'll do gangbusters again, unless they completely screw it somehow, which certain rumors, they're still working on a script. They still haven't settled on a script for Spider-Man 4, how they're going to manage it. Because the end of the last Spider-Man movie was a perfect place if Sony was going to start their own separate Spider universe to do it, because it was a clean cut with the effective reboot of people knowing who Spider-Man was at the end of the last movie. But
we are. I'm sorry. I'm starring your comments, guys. So I'm not ignoring you guys. Just in case you're wondering, we will get to them after we get through this second pass of this trailer. All right. So bear with us. And then the music.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I would expect if the character was Miles Morales.
Yeah, exactly, which I loved. Which
is again why I think this is attempting to build off of the popularity of Spider-Verse in part.
Did they have this Spider-Man in the verse? Can anyone remember? Because there were so many of them.
Yeah, he might have had a cameo in the most recent one in the background or something.
Right. Yeah. That would have been. He's probably there.
Yeah.
If they're yeah. Okay, who was this bad guy here?
I forget there's a couple of characters that it could be. Wasn't there like I know there's a Batman villain. Is it Firebug?
No.
Let me see. I'm trying
Okay.
to remember because no, well, I can't tell based on the design exactly. It's hard to say.
Well, it looks
It
like
could be a
he
new
definitely
character.
has some like grips where if he makes fists with his hands, like above
Yeah,
his.
my first thought it was the Shocker for a second, but I was like,
Mm.
no, because the Shocker has like these gauntlets that do stuff. But it could be a character made specifically for this series, so they don't run into Sony's
And if
copyright
it's a
stuff. You know?
fire guy, why does he have like iron or whatever it is? And then he also has clothes.
I mean, if they're fireproof clothes,
I
I
guess
mean,
so. I
Do
guess
you want
so.
a neighbor like me? Just a young man cleaning up the streets.
Just a young man cleaning up the streets. Who is this guy?
uh, I hope they bring in the Hypno Hustler. Spider-Verse fans, it's such a mishmash of things, and it's got so much race swapping, etc. signaling in there that I don't know. I really don't know.
All right. Well, let's watch some more here.
Ain't nothing changed. No, this is the real me.
Okay. So Oscorp,
Mm-hmm.
that's Norman.
Yeah,
We
so
have
Captain America and Norman Osborn. Okay.
Okay, and Norman Osborn is being voiced by Coleman Domingo, the actor.
Okay.
So, you're Spider-Man. With my help, you'll achieve greatness.
Okay. So Norman Osborn is the sort of Tony Stark, at least at the beginning of the story for this. And that also bugs me because I never liked the fact that Spider-Man had a super suit at all in the Marvel movies, because that just steals the whole specialness of the character away. If like that super suit could go on anybody and they'd have superpowers and strength and durability and everything else. Whereas Spider-Man always had a vulnerability because all he was wearing was his self-made cloth costume. He didn't have armor except his spider sense and the wits that he had about him and everything else. He could be injured and weakened. That's what made him more relatable.
Yeah, I'm not liking it, man. I'm not happy with it.
And I wonder if that costume is supposed to be a shortcut to a Venom type situation without having to be an alien deal. Like if Norman made him look at this special suit I made that is actually made out of mnemonic DNA, or I don't know. I'm concerned. Let's just say I'm concerned.
Spider-Man. With my help, you'll achieve greatness.
Oh man, this suit's incredible. If you ever need another butt kicking, just look for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Do you want a neighbor like me?
That's not what Spider-Man. He wasn't out to kick people's. That's not. Okay, I know. I'm nitpicking here. Peter Parker was out there to help people and stop bad people from doing things, not going out and like declaring, I'm going to kick people's butts. Like violence wasn't the thing that got him going. It was, sort of redeeming his sin over Uncle Ben and protecting people and doing the right thing. I know I'm nitpicking. I just can't help it.
Listen, we welcome your nerd complaints in the comments. Let us know what y'all think. But that is our reaction to
Yeah, let's get the audience in on this because
right.
we've been John enough on this.
Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.